Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome for the first time. I'm back from vacation and embracing myself for the land of the dead. Gabriel's journey will become much more perilous now that he's further away from the light. It will be gut-wrenching, but I worry more about our knight's well-being, for I feel his knight won't be shiny any longer. The only thing that I, as a player, can do at a time like this is spectate and hopelessly pray for the best to come for Gabriel. If at all. Best thing I do before I go to bed is pay my respects at the Titan graveyard. My dreams are going to be peaceful tonight.
Baba Yaga sent our hero to the Titan's graveyard, and I have sent her soul to the underworld. She will trouble us no more. Now my friend enters the land of the dead, and his final battle is coming. I must find my own path and try to meet with him at some point. For now he is on his own. The land requires sacrifice. Sacrifice I hope that he can make, because without it he will not get very far. I must have faith in him now. The seed was sown long ago, and it flowers beautifully. He has come this far down the path. I must believe that he will go all the way.
I bet Zobek sees Baba Yaga as a threat, not just because she is a cannibalistic, night-eating woman. It's because she is somehow connected to God, or Lucifer, whichever comes first. No way. It has to be where the dark crystals come from. Not exactly free to explore it. There isn't much to see anyway. Is it just me, or is this cavern hot? I feel like Gabriel's roasting in here. Is that some kind of door? Is Gabriel supposed to climb on something? I would hope so. Whee! I see some kind of light. I fear what would happen if he misses. Not something I'd like to think about. Am I still in the physical world? Is the land of the dead part of the physical world? I have questions. Oh no, I'm going back into that cave. Oh, no I can't. I have a feeling that the water is poisoned. Is that supposed to be the river Styx? Maybe I'm in the underworld and I don't realize it. The remains of the last battle. The Titans that lie here are remnants of a long-lost age, casualties of war with evil incarnate. The land of the dead is closed to people of faith, and only those with corruption in their hearts gain access. Neither I nor my brothers can travel any further unless we have succumbed to temptation. I wonder, can anyone defeat this evil? Based on that scroll, in order to defeat evil, someone must become evil. That doesn't make any sense. Who'd leave coffins lying out in the open? Not a very good place to rest, if you ask me. I knew it! What are these things? creeping corpse. There is a strange magical root that only grows in the land of the dead, which feeds on the carcasses of dead creatures. This plant consumes all the organic material around it, and after it is satiated, I can't pronounce it, evolves from the corpses it has ingested to become a living being. Once fully grown, the creeping corpse looks for living creatures to devour. I'm getting the Last of Us vibes from this. Thought I had it. There goes that skeleton. Found out of light magic. One must learn shadow magic in order to truly understand the evil that we face. One must become evil in order to destroy it. There is no place in heaven for us, for we become that which we fight against. That knight is a legitimate. I just know it. That knight was a legitimate before he crossed over, because the entry he wrote in his scroll stated literally what I just said. You found a light magic gem. Collect 5 to increase your light magic capacity. I just need one more before I can do that. Thanks for asking. Come on, come on! Poisonous claws can kill Gabriel in a few seconds. The poisonous claws can kill Gabriel in a few seconds and should be avoided as much as possible. Would have been avoided if he just jumped. Of all levels this song was featured in, it's one of the saddest of them all. But I can't say for the moment when there's lightning and devastating glitter in the place. Get off me! Too late again. Oh, give us that time. What's this over there? I already got the gem for the knight that died in this crevice. Come on. Oh, he's gonna die again. Made it! Oh boy. For good measure. I found a fragment of a Titan's ring. Interesting. Creeping coffin. Sometimes a creeping corpse feeds directly from a dead body still in its coffin. In such cases, the plant doesn't leave, but instead uses the coffin as armor. For mobility, the creature plunges its branches through the sides of the coffin and extends them, becoming a four-legged monster that's even more dangerous than usual. Wasn't much of a problem for Gabriel. That's because he got lucky. Horrible. Many have taken, their bodies lie scattered, like leaves in the wind. The prophecy speaks of one that is pure of heart, yet none pure of heart may pass here. If anyone is strong enough to stand against death himself, then I fear he may be a blight on mankind also. Maybe we are destined to be ruled by evil, the strong conquering the weak. Perhaps that is God's will. Makes sense. A friend that I cut off ties with, a former friend for that matter I cut off ties with, accused God of being the ultimate abuser. Maybe the prophecy was misleading? Uh-oh. There's two of them? Oh, come on! You're kidding me. You only took one. Two in one stone, that helps. We found a fragment of a Titan's rune. Ugh. Seeing a skeleton that close was a bit of a jump scare. Come on, come on, come on! That's all it had the strength to do? That's unfortunate. Missing in one other fragment. Can't be in here. Don't want any creepy coffins to be crawling in this tight space. Hallelujah, my shadow magic capacity increased, my problems are solved. What about my life and health capacity? I don't have enough gems to upgrade these. It looks like it's some kind of arena or sacrificial altar. Does it have to be now? Really? Really? Hades must really want Gabriel. Hades has got a thing for him. But then Persephone would get mad. Have to get away from here. And there it goes. Hades can now Gabriel all to himself. And Marie would be crying her eyes out in purgatory for eternity. How did I end up all the way back here? This can't be right. Maybe that was Marie's spirit bringing him back that way Hades doesn't have him. And Persephone won't get pissed. If Hades is, in fact, the Lord of the Dead and the final Lord of Shadows, then I'm gonna want a few words with him. The monster entries are accounted for. That's a good sign. Here we go again. Oh no, I am fucked. Maybe I can save myself. Ouch. Now's your chance! Hades must really be desperate. Was a safe point when I need one. Case in point. There aren't any healing statues in the land of the dead either. What is up with that? Don't necromancers need to heal too? Maybe they're like the zombies maybe they're like the zombies they raise from the ground. They feed off the souls of the living. That's even darker than having your blood drunk. Than having your blood drunken. Gabriel, slow down. Nice going, Gabriel. Well, so much for that. So much for that. That fight was inevitable. Hurry! That coffin won't be incapacitated any longer. Well done, Gabriel. You dodged Hades trying to pick you up that time. You have filled your light gem medallion, upgrading your magic capacity. If you haven't seen my previous videos in this playthrough, this particular ambient track called Waterfalls of Agharta is my favorite to listen to. I say that when it plays in the Titan's graveyard, it is the saddest of them all because some artists create sculptures and paintings where they find beauty in death. And when I look at that wall next to me, it kind of makes me think of that. What is it doing? It extended its arm toward that platform. Wonder what that could mean. definitely looks like some kind of sacrificial altar in front of that wall. Is the land beneath Gabriel flooded? Wonder why that staircase was there. Wait, that's it? Experience points measure the progression of your skills in the game. Points are earned by defeating enemies and solving puzzles. Usage. The number beneath the health bar indicates the amount of experience points available to spend. This will glow when you can buy a new condo from the travel book. You can spend experience points in the travel book to learn new combos or in the extras menu to unlock bonus features. I'm still hugely disappointed that we can't level up. That's the only RPG element from this game that's missing. Excuse me. Using the upward guillotine. Using the Zephyr's shoulders to double jump, this attack can lift enemies in front of you much higher into the air than the rising strike combo, creating more time to perform additional attacks on them. I'll get that. Fire Pinnacle? What could that mean?
Powerful necromancers have used this once sacred ground to build an army of the dead. Conquering nearby lands, legions of zombies have devoured the living and given rise to this desolation. No man has traveled here without meeting death. Gabriel now faces his toughest challenge. He now bangs his fists on the very doors of hell on earth, and the Lord who commands here is listening, waiting for him, smiling.
That's probably why there are so many creeping coffins in the graveyard. If the Lord of the Dead is expecting Gabriel, it's not like he's just gonna let him walk right in. If the challenge is difficult, that indicates that it is an invitation. Oh, there you are, Pan.
It appears that our paths cross once more.
But one path must end here.
I grow tired of your riddles. Speak clearly for once.
Nothing is ever completely clear, warrior. You are shrouded in darkness. You act as though blind to the truth. Let me enlighten you.
I thought Pan was pretty explicit when he said one path must end here. Which means I don't like the looks of it. The Silver Warrior. Pan, once revered as a god, rarely changes into this form, preferring peace and to protect all living things. The magical silver armor is a remnant of ancient times, a tool used for fighting the forces of evil that hadn't been worn by him for centuries. Now, out of necessity, Pan adorns his body in this ancient armor to test Gabriel one final time. Pan puts his trust in God, for no knight that is false can survive the test of arms. The loser will provide the ultimate sacrifice according to God's will.
Let's see how powerful you are without your magic.
So it's God's will for Pam to die. You got it.
Take your precious light power back. You cannot counter light with light, fool.
Well, I'm injured. What do you expect me to use? Potions? Not like I can find a wiggle rod potion in the Land of the Dead. Believe me, I've lost. I've been asking myself the same question.
You will need also shadow magic to win. Take it.
Thank you.
Having to realize that light and shadow counter each other.
That's actually pretty handy to know. Light and darkness cannot exist without the other.
You won't win until you learn that light and shadow are two sides of the same coin.
He's got a point. Without light, darkness has no purpose. Without light, darkness is just nothingness. Without darkness, light has no reason to exist. Likewise, there will always be conflict.
Having to realize that light and shadow counter each other. If you don't kill me, you won't be prepared to fulfill your destiny.
We both know Gabriel is highly reluctant to kill you. What are you trying to do? Traumatize him?
Why? Why did you make me fight you?
Because This is how it must be. We must all make sacrifices in order to find redemption.
No, I did not want this. I did not ask for this.
Blood must be spilt for this path to be opened to you. I accept my fate. Can you accept yours?
I am not worthy. I am not of pure heart.
I know, but I believe in you. Is that Icar Pan is bleeding? The pathway to the underworld is opening up. The Pile of Bones monument is actually a gate. New combos available. Not sure if I should be celebrating or feel guilty. Whirlwind Flap. Using the Saphira's shoulders to double jump, this area attack can lift enemies all around. You must... Using the Saphira... Sorry, I'll start over. I'm feeling tongue-tied. Whirlwind Flap. Using the Saphira's shoulders to double jump, this area attack can lift enemies all around you much higher into the air than the Rising Assault combo, creating more time to perform additional attacks on them. I'll get that. I'll never know. Using the Saphira's shoulders to double jump, this area attack can lift enemies all around you much higher into the air than the Rising Assault combo, creating more time to perform additional attacks on them. Great. Could read it better that time. Fire Pinnacle, Fire Cemetery. I could have sworn when I played that game on the Xbox 360, this level was just called Civil Warrior. I don't understand. Because there was no fire. Pinnacle I get, since Gabriel is near the climax of his journey, but I just remember that level being called Civil Warrior because Pan takes that form to test Gabriel. Mixed messages. I'm getting mixed signals from this. But that's just about all I can take in one night. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Go.